Hello ELC friends, this is your teacher, Ms. Renee. I hope everybody's doing well today. We're going to continue our gardening discussion today, and we're going to introduce the topic of flower. Today's question of the day is, what plant does flower come from? You're going to research this question with your parents. Again, for everybody who came in and viewed yesterday, please send me your answers as to what your kids' favorite breakfast food was, and also if they found a square in their house. Okay? We're going to go over our number, shape, and letter first. Our shape for the day is oval, so today you're going to go out and find an oval in your house. Okay, please send me pictures and let me know what you guys find. I'm really enjoying the responses I'm getting, so please keep this up. All right, so today's shape is an oval. See, the gem is in an oval shape. All right, our letter of the day is B. Remember, A told B that they would also go up the coconut tree. So here is a uppercase B and a lowercase b. Remember, parents, uppercase and lowercase are things that they will need to know whenever they go into kindergarten. Remember that uppercase is always the one that comes in the beginning of your name, and the lowercase is the letters that come after the first letter. Okay. Our number to recognize today is 2. 2 peas fishing. Hook, hook, hook. 1, 2. So this is the number 2. All right. And today's story is called Stregonona. All right, so our question of the day was about flour. Flour is one of the ingredients that you can use to make pasta. Stregonona is a pasta story. The story is by Tommy DePalloa, and it's actually my favorite children's story ever. I've liked this story since I was in the 3rd grade. Highly recommend his stories. He has books for kids ages birth to 3rd grade. All right, so here we go, Stregonona. In a town of Cambria a long time ago, there lived an old lady called Stregonona, which means Grandma Witch. Although the people in the town talked about her in whispers, they all went to see her if they had troubles, even the priests and the sisters of the convent, because Stregonona had the magic touch. She could cure headaches with oil and a hairpin. She had special potions for girls who wanted husbands, and she was very good at getting rid of warts. But Stregonona was getting old, and she needed someone to help her keep up her little house and the garden. So she put up a sign in the town square. So she's looking for someone to help her. Big Anthony, who didn't pay much attention, went to see her. Anthony, says Stregonona, you must sweep the house, wash the dishes. You must weed the garden and pick the vegetables. You must feed the goat and milk her, and you will fetch the water. For this, I shall give you 3 coins and a place to sleep and food to eat. Oh, grazie, which means thank you in Italian, said Big Anthony. The one thing you must never do is touch the pasta pot. It's very valuable, and I don't let anyone touch it. Oh, sì, which means yes in Italian, said Big Anthony. So the days went by, and Big Anthony did his work, and Stregonona went to meet people who came to see her for headaches, husbands, and warts. Big Anthony had a nice place to sleep next to the goat in the shed, and he had food to eat. One evening, Big Anthony was milking the goat, and he heard Stregonona singing. Peeking in the window, he saw Stregonona standing over the pasta pot. Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time for sup, bowl enough pasta to fill me up. And as Stregonona sang those words, pasta began to fill up the pot. When the pot was full, she would sing, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down, you pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." Big Anthony saw this. How wonderful. That's a magic pot for sure. And Stregonona called Big Anthony for supper. Too bad for Big Anthony. He didn't see Stregonona blow 1, 2, 3 kisses to the pot. And what happened next? The next day, Big Anthony went to the town square to fetch water, and he told everyone. And naturally, everyone laughed at him. They thought he was being very silly. The pot could not cook pasta all by itself. You better go confess to the priest, Big Anthony. You're being very silly. And Big Anthony got angry, which wasn't a good thing. I'll show them, thought Big Anthony. Someday, I will get the pasta pot and I'll make pasta for myself. That's how Big Anthony's currently feeling. The day came sooner than Big Anthony would have thought, because 2 days later, Stregonona went to go see her friend Strega Amelia. Sweep the house, weed the garden, feed the goat, and milk her. And for your lunch, there is some bread, cheese in the cupboard. And remember, don't touch the pasta pot. So she's giving him a warning. Do you think he's going to listen? We'll see. Oh, yes, Stregonona, said Big Anthony. But inside he was thinking, this is my chance. Now Stregonona was out of sight. Big Anthony went inside and pulled the pasta pot off the shelf and put it on the floor. Now, let's see if I can remember the words. And Big Anthony sang, "Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time for supper. Full enough pasta to fill me up." And pasta began bubbling from the pot. Big Anthony ran to the town square, jumped on the fountain, and said, "Everybody, come get your forks, plates, platters, and bowls. Pasta for all." Big Anthony has made the magic pasta pot work. Of course, everyone laughed, but they went home to get their forks, plates, platters, and bowls. And sure enough, when they got to Stregonona's house, the pasta pot was full and beginning to overflow. Big Anthony was a hero. He spooned out pasta and filled the plates and platters and bowls. There was more than enough for all the townspeople, including the priest and the sisters of the convent. Some people came back for 2 or 3 helpings, but the pot was never empty. So, this is what's happening. And when everyone had had their fill, Big Anthony sang, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. Simmer down, you pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." But Big Anthony did not blow the 3 kisses. He went outside and applause from the crowd began and took a bow. He was so busy listening to all the compliments from everyone that he didn't notice that the pasta was bubbling and boiling until Sister from the convent said, "Oh, Big Anthony, look!" And pasta was pouring out of the pot all over the floor of Stregonona's house and was coming out the door. So pasta is beginning to overflow and take the house. Big Anthony rushed and shouted magic words, but the pot kept bubbling. He took the pot up off the floor, but it kept coming out. Big Anthony grabbed the cover and put it on top of the pot and sat on it. But the pasta raised the cover and raised Big Anthony as well and spilled out onto the floor of Stregonona's house. So the pasta is taking over everything and going and going and going. "Stop!" yelled Big Anthony. The pasta did not stop. If someone hadn't grabbed poor Big Anthony, the pasta would have covered him up as well. The pasta had filled the little house, out the windows, out the doors. Pasta kept pouring and bubbling. The townspeople began to worry. "Do something, Big Anthony." Big Anthony sang the song again, but without the 3 kisses, the pasta was not going to stop. By the time the pasta was on the way down the hill and the road, people began running. We must protect our town from the pasta. Get your mattresses, tables. Make a barricade. A barricade is when you take and block things. That's a barricade. But even that didn't work. The pot was bubbling and the pasta was coming. We are lost, cried the people, and the priests and the sisters of the convent began to pray. Pasta will soon take over our town. And it certainly would have if Strega Nona hadn't come down the road from visiting her friend. She didn't have to look twice to know what had happened. Strega Nona sang the magic song and blew the 3 kisses, and with a sputter, the pasta pot stopped to a halt. Oh, grazie. Remember, that means thank you in Italian. Thank you, Strega Nona, said the people. But then they turned on Big Anthony, and they were going to find a punishment for him. The punishment must fit the crime, said Strega Nona, and she took a fork from a lady standing nearby and held it out to Big Anthony. All right, Anthony, you wanted pasta from my magic pasta pot? And I want to sleep in my bed tonight, so you better start eating. And Big Anthony did. And that night, Strega Nona slept in her bed, and Big Anthony had a stomach ache. Alright, so I'm going to be posting another video later on today where I'm going to make some homemade pasta for you guys to see how that's made. So everybody stay tuned. Hope everybody has a good day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.